Hey everyone, it's Steve from the garden. In today's video, I'm going to go back in time a little bit to show you some work I did on the tomatoes, and then we'll come back to the present for the first harvest of tomatoes and sweet corn. These are the San Marzanos, and I got my first ones. They are starting to turn color. Now I did go through these plants this morning and clean up the bottoms, cutting off all the low vegetation, which was starting to get a little bit diseased. You can see it over here on the side. I gotta clean that up yet. But I have a lot of clusters of San Marzanos on here. I also had my very first ripe tomato, which this is one of the Amish paste. I also have my first ripe tomato, which is an Amish paste. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one now. There's a little bit of cracking on the top, probably from all the rain we got yesterday, but looks pretty good. It's my first one, so happy with that. Over here I have another one that's getting pretty close, but it needs probably a few more days. Now the reason I trimmed off the bottom of the tomato plants is for a couple reasons. One of them is to get rid of any disease or dying leaves on the bottom, and that also increases the airflow along the bottom of the plants. And as a bonus, it makes it much easier to see when the tomatoes are ripe. It's been several days since I had that very first tomato, but now I have a lot more getting ripe. These are the San Marzanos, so you can see I have a nice good one here. More coming along. Nice bunches forming up here. With all these starting to get ripe. I don't have enough tomatoes yet to start canning or making pasta sauce or anything like that, but I do have enough where I can start chopping some up and adding them to our steak tacos tonight. I did check the sweet corn a few days ago and it was almost there. Let's take another look. So we can see the corn is filled out right to the top, which is very good. And let's pierce one and see if it's ready. Okay. I don't know if the camera caught that, but there is kind of a milky substance to the corn, which means this is ready for harvest. So let's go ahead and grab this one. This stalk of corn also has a second ear. It looks like it's ready. The silks are totally brown and dry. Let's take a look at this one. Alright, so this one's also filled out right to the tip. I'm going to pierce one to see if we get that milky stuff out of it. Yep, so it's got a little bit of a milky appearance, so I can harvest this one. So I'm just going to pull that straight down to harvest it. There we go. 2 ears of corn off of one stalk. I picked out 4 ears of corn, and all of them are filled out right to the very tip, so that's excellent for hand pollination. And I got some tomatoes, so it's time for me to go make some steak tacos. Now as I'm harvesting the first planting of corn, I do have ears on my second planting of corn that are in need of hand pollination too, because they are silking and tail sealing. So before I go and make dinner, I'm actually going to go and hit some of those first. And that's where I'm going to end this video. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something out of it. We'll see you on the next one.